Hello and welcome to Money Pile Monday, where I am going through my death pile and turning it into dollars. Now, my resolution for 2023 was to pick 20 items every Monday and to list them in hopes that I can get my death pile down by the end of the year. However, for this video, I am only listing 11. And that is because the last item, I have literally glitched out and I cannot function anymore. So I'm filming this video because I'm like, I'm done, I can't do it, I need to go to sleep. And you'll understand when I get to the last item. But I have mentioned that my aunt and my uncle, Aunt Diane and Uncle Lauren, went through their closet and gave me a bunch of stuff. I have finally gone through it and pulled the things that I wanted to list from it and then donated the rest. And I was supposed to do all of that in this video and I just can't. But I'm going to show you what I am listing from there. So the first item is this Stone & Co. leather navy bag. It's got all of the pockets because my Aunt Diane loves all of the pockets just like I do. A little Y2K, but it's a good bag. Most of the stuff that she gave me as far as bags go, she used it like once and was like, this isn't for me, and just kind of let it go. Stone & Co. is sold at Kohl's. This is not to be confused with the UK brand that does a lot of like bath and home products. They're two completely different companies. This one's sold at Kohl's, and the other one is a UK brand. The other one, she like talked up to me, which I thought was so cute. She was like, my friend got an Ameri bag and she loved it, and so I bought one and they're like over $100, and I tried it and I just didn't like it. So it's in there with all the other stuff. And I was like, okay. I don't know what an Ameri bag is, but fine. This is an Ameri bag, and this is 100% leather. They retail for over $100, as I just mentioned. It also has all the pockets. Again, like I said, I have glitched out. And she's like, I tried this once and I was like, this is not for me. So this literally has been used once and it's super clean. It is a large Ameri bag, so I have that listed, and that's actually really awesome. I thought that was going to be the best item out of everything I was going to show you today, until the last item is so I saw this in the pile of stuff and I was like, that's got to be Brighton, even though it's not really marked. So this is alligator leather. You can tell that from the striations here. And it wasn't until I looked at the hardware that I realized, yes, it is Brighton. I was correct. Again, another thing that she used probably like 1 or 2 times and was like, this is not for me, and just discarded it. So this is cute. I have that listed as well. Again, stuff that has been sitting in my death pile that I have not been making any money from, which I wish that I had listed these during COVID, because that is when video games were super high up. These were purchased in 2019. These are some of the first things that I showed in a haul at the beginning of the channel, and I just have not listed them because I do not have a Super Nintendo to test them. I had hoped within the last 3.5 years that I would come across one in the wild, and I have not. So let me show you the games that I listed. None of these are tested, which is why they took so long to list. I was just like, you know, I'm just gonna put on tested, see what happens. So I have SNES Super Mario Kart. I have Donkey Kong Country and Donkey Kong Country 2. I thought about listing them together, but I was like, maybe somebody only wants one. And then this one, which is Super Mario All-Stars, actually had the dust cover on it. Thinking back, I probably should have moved the dust cover to one of the more valuable games, but this is how I bought it, so this is how I'm keeping it because I'm dumb. So 4 Super NES games, none of them are tested. All of them look really clean. So hopefully these will sell. I've heard video games sell quick. Unfortunately, I don't have experience with that because I don't really get deals like this. So I paid $12 in total for all 4 of these games. We'll see if they sell or not. like I said, is super rare because there are a lot of resellers in my area and a lot of resellers that focus specifically on video games. So the next thing I'm going to show you is a hard good, and I actually got 5 of these. I'm just showing you one because it's easier. And this is a vintage Goodwood Teak Bowl. Again, I got 5 of these. I paid less than $6 for them at a Goodwill. 2 of them are taller than the other 3 because all of these are hand carved out of teak. And I just disclosed that in the listing. They're all like the same, about the same width, but some of them are just a little bit taller than the other ones. But I thought these were beautiful, which is why I picked them up. And teak is a sought after type of wood because it doesn't rot. It can be used in wet environments. So that's why it's normally used both for like bathroom stuff and also for food stuff. So information you don't really need to know that I'm sharing with you because I can't help myself. I also picked up 2 of these Pizza Hut mugs in a garage a long time ago. I paid like $1 for 2 of them. I'm showing you just one because again, it's easier. These are plastic. They are footed, which is a popular style of mug from the 70s and 80s. I got 2 of these plastic ones. They are a little bit like discolored in the graphic here, like a little yellowed. But the actual cup itself is not yellowed. So I picked up both of these because again, it was $1 and I love mugs. So I have these as well. Also, I have a lot of fond memories of Pizza Hut as a child because they had that book reading thing that you could do in the 90s where you would get like free food. Also the buffet. I was there when they dropped like the dessert buffet. My brother like demolished that. So I just have a lot of fond memories of Pizza Hut, and I'm a little sad that Gen Z is not going to experience that, but I enjoyed it. And I also picked this up because this is from 1984. This is made in Korea. It is from FTD, which is the something floral, whatever. But this particular mug, because of this beautiful rainbow, has become kind of like a pride symbol. And I'm here for that. So this holds 12 ounces. Those Pizza Hut mugs hold 8 ounces, but this holds 12 ounces. So it's a standard size mug. And I knew that this, through reselling YouTube, sold pretty well. This does have a little bit of silverware marking on it. It's not really noticeable. I was able to get a lot of it off, but there is still some. Like this whole area was like gray. All around the rim was gray. Inside was gray. I was able to get a lot of the silver marking off, but I didn't get all of it. So I just disclosed that this is kind of like an iconic mug in the LGBTQIA plus community. So I picked this up. And the item that legitimately glitched me out is one that you guys have already seen on the channel if you're OGs. I picked this up almost a year ago on an estate sale. I paid less than $5 for this. And I got it because it's a mug. And you guys know how much I love selling mugs, which is why you guys just saw 2 of them. And the last time you guys saw this, it was patinaed. It had a lot of, it's very shiny right now. It was very worn, like this was very dark. Everything was very dark. The reason why it was in my death pile is because I had to polish it. I felt like I had to polish it because it looked kind of grody. Inside, super shiny now. Like I polished this. And so the reason why there are only going to be 11 listings for this video is because once I polished it and I was going to list it, I typed in the maker's mark, which is going to be this way. There we go. Now you're just seeing, it's so shiny, you're just seeing yourselves. So I'm gonna post it here so you guys can see it. The maker's mark is Hjorsensen Design, and from Denmark. And what I did not realize until I started looking this up for a mug I paid less than $5 for was that this is silver and copper. and that this individual, okay, as a general rule, anything Scandinavian, like Dale of Norway, anything marked stainless steel Denmark. So I know from loving MCM stuff that anything marked stainless steel Denmark, or anything marked Denmark, or anything Scandinavian from selling anything marked Scandinavian when you're selling clothing normally indicates quality, especially if it's made out of the fine fabrics like linen or wool or silk. So I picked this up also because it felt really nice. This is silver. This is silver and copper. This is a heavy 20-ounce tankard, and I went and looked up comps, and this is the only listed item on eBay. It is $1,895 with a 20% off coupon. So when I did the maths, that means it's roughly around $1,500. Mine doesn't look like that. It looks so much better inside. Like, look at that. It is so clean. And then I was like, this can't be real. Because, you know, I saw listed, not sold. So then I went and did more research. I looked on First Dibs, I looked on Cherish, I looked just at the maker's website in general. No. This mug that I was like, oh, this just feels nice, and I paid less than $5 for this at an estate sale, sells for over $1,000 repeatedly. This is one of those instances where trusting your gut hopefully will legitimately pay off so hard. That's why I was like, I can't. Once I realized that I had something that was supposedly worth over $1,000 in my death pile, I literally cannot do anything else. So please forgive me. I promise my next Money Pile Monday I will make up the other 9, but I cannot function anymore today. I need to go to sleep and hope that this sells, because I cannot believe that something like this would be languishing away in a garage in a box. But this, again, the listing is here, so you guys can see. It does have the Horst Jensen, and it also has the HK mark, which is a maker's mark as well. And then it has Denmark. So one of those instances where listening to my gut hopefully will pay off so well. So I did not expect, again, like, I literally thought that mug would sell within like $30 to $50. I'm like, oh, it's nice and heavy. I'll do MCM Denmark, no problem. Blown away. So wish me all luck, you guys, and if this is not motivation to go through your death pile, I don't know what is. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys understand why I literally cannot right now, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, bye. Bye. I wanna be a hero.